Hello. I actually basically just finished the video and then my phone crashed and all of the footage is nowhere to be seen. So we're gonna do this one more time. We're making granny squares today. Here's my green yarn that you can't actually really see. We're also talking about Minecraft. I started my first Minecraft hardcore playthrough about a month ago. I got like 2 or 3 weeks into it and then I died. Which was really unfortunate because that was actually originally what this video was going to be about. This week's video was going to be a tour of my Minecraft hardcore playthrough, but that didn't happen because I died. Very disappointing. Most aggravating thing I've ever experienced in Minecraft until I tried to play it again, I tried to start a new hardcore world and I got the best seed I've ever gotten in my life. Got pretty far on that world, said, okay, I've gotten far enough, I could do a tour of this world instead, and then I died again. And because I got so lucky with the seed, I was kind of fed up with dying and creating a new world on a different seed, so I just created another hardcore playthrough on that same seed, and it is this one. Let me tell you, I love this seed so much that every time I died, I created a new world on this seed, which I don't think is cheating because I didn't find the seed online, it was given to me randomly. I didn't even put in a random word, I just let it do its thing. I'll tell you some of the perks about this seed in a second, but let me tell you the hassle that I went through first. So basically, I got pretty far in the world, died, created a new one on the same seed, and then I died again, and then I created a third one, and then I died, and then a fourth one, I got really far, and then I died, and then I got a fifth one, and then I got really far, and then I died again. But that is where it ends, my friend, because I was so upset and so agitated that I did not want to restart again on the same seed. I was basically speed running the beginning of it at this point. So what I did was I googled how to recover a Minecraft hardcore world after you die, and it was this whole thing. I had to download NBT Explorer, I had to go into the files, change hardcore from false to true to false, or sorry, from true to false to true again, and it was this whole ordeal. But luckily, it worked, and I was able to start playing on it again. I've done that twice now because of how attached I am to the world. And you may be saying, well, why don't you just create a new one on survival or just change it to permanently being survival? Here's my thing. In normal survival, I don't have the incentive to not die, because if I'm out in front of my house farming all the mobs that spawn in the plains because I don't light up my area as much as I should, and I die, I don't have to worry about it that much because I could just go right back outside my house and pick up all my stuff again. Like, it's not that big of a deal if I die in survival mode. In hardcore, I have to exit the game, change the file, do the thing, blah blah blah, and go back in. And it's a lot more work than just clicking respawn and then going and getting your stuff. Because of that, I've been cheating, basically. Just because I'm not playing hardcore just to be able to say that I defeated Minecraft without dying. I just like that adrenaline rush whenever I see a drowned with a trident. Because that's the second thing I died to. It was ridiculous. It spawned in right next to me as I was trying to eat. I just fought with a witch. I was at her hut. I hadn't even gotten to look inside yet. It was terrible. Let me get into the perks of this seed. I really like the area that you spawn in because it's a beach, and I'm someone that likes to use concrete a lot, meaning I need lots of sand, and sometimes deserts are extremely hard to find, so I'll take any sand I could get, especially if I'm going to leave the area and I'm not having to worry about keeping it pretty looking, which I like to do. I like to preserve the natural landscape. So I collect a stack of sand, then I go over to this exposed stone wall and I grab some coal and some cobble. Obviously I cut down a tree first. Oh, it's you spawn in a spruce biome, on a beach. So there's some sand, a little mountain wall, some trees, etc, etc. And then I set off in the direction that I would like to build in, which is typically positive 700, positive 1070, because in that area it's a plains biome that just has a hill on it, and I like to build on top of the hill so I can see everything that surrounds it. I head off in that direction, and on the way there's a little pack of sheep. I get to them basically just in time for nightfall to come, so I can kill them and then create my bed, and I sleep through the night, and then I'm off again in that direction. And on the way there is a gravel mountains, which means that because I'm someone that likes to use concrete a lot, I can just collect that. It's also fairly close to the place that I'm going to start building, so if I ever need more, I can just go grab it. So I grab a couple stacks of gravel, and from on top of this mountain, I see smoke in the distance, and I head that direction, and it's a spruce village. In this village, by the way, there's a chest that has maybe 3 diamonds in it, 3 or 4, something like that, and a iron chest plate, so that's pretty sick. Their crops just aren't as great. It's just potatoes and wheat, but potatoes are a pretty vital part of my replenishment routine in Minecraft, just because they're so easy to get and so easy to cook, and they like give you a lot of health for what they are. So from this village, I head to that little hill because I can see it from there. I cut down a bunch of the trees on top of the hill, and from on top of this hill, you want to know what I can see? Off in the distance to the left, there is a jungle biome, and let me tell you, these jungle biomes go on forever. Also, very close to the hill in the jungle biome, there is a jungle temple that I haven't actually looked inside the secret room yet, because I recently found out how to do that and I just haven't gotten the chance to go over there yet. But the exposed chest, I believe, also has diamonds in it. That's pretty sick. Also from on top of this hill, I can see a ruined nether portal. I don't remember what was in the ruined nether portal, so it probably wasn't that great. I remember it did have stuff though, so yep. I've also accumulated a lot of dogs and a lot of birds. I may have also lost a couple of them, but we're not going to talk about that. Also, I have an axolotl, and his name is Chef. He's adorable. He's like white and pink. White and like light blue and pink. He's really cute. On top of this hill, towards the area that has the jungle in it, well, maybe not towards it, but like forwards, kind of in that direction, you can see that the hill is slightly shaped like a crescent moon, and in the middle of this crescent moon, it dips down into this little valley, and this area is adorable, and I'd love to turn it into a village for my own benefits. My own little economy right underneath my house that I can look over and dictate. But also, there's like this wall that is where the cliff kind of starts, and the valley begins. In this wall, there's an entrance to a cave, and so basically the entire middle section of the hill is hollow. It leads down into a bunch of caves that lead to like ravines. I know it leads to a mine shaft if you look around hard enough, and not far from the entrance of this cave, there is a zombie spawner, which is pretty sick, saying as how close it is to the entrance. I mean, it's not the greatest because it's not a skeleton one, but I don't know, I'm still getting XP from it. I don't care. One of the only downsides of this seed is that deserts are pretty rare. Well, at least like in my area. I'm pretty sure the continent that I live on, it really is just like a little island that is bordered by spruce and jungle, because if you go in the direction of the jungle, eventually you're just gonna hit water, and if you keep going through the water, you just hit jungle after jungle after jungle, and it's like ridiculous how many jungles there are. You go in the other direction, it's spruce forest after spruce forest after spruce forest, occasionally a frozen river, occasionally a frozen taiga, but mostly it's spruce forest. I had to travel, I think, like 5,000 blocks in almost 4 different directions. I went to -5,000, +5,000, negative, positive, and then once I was heading to +, I kind of just gave up and started to come home, and then I realized that there's a closer desert. I just hadn't gone in that direction because I just hit water, and I guess I wasn't willing to go out into my boat at that time. So around, I think, maybe 1,700. I'll put the coordinates to that desert up on the screen. I don't know if you even want to check this skin out, but why do we keep calling Minecraft things the wrong things? If you want to check out the seed, I'll put some cool coordinates down, or at least the ones that I have. On my journey to find a desert also, I had to go out in a boat a lot. I have a newfound terror of drowns with tridents. It's like they just do so much damage. It's so unfair. Also, I found like 4 ocean monuments. 2 of them, by the way, were within like 300 blocks of each other, which I thought was kind of crazy. Also, those 2 are the closest ones to my base, so I might actually end up going out and completing one of those at some point. I've never completed a Minecraft boss by myself, or really at all, because when my friends defeat the Ender Dragon, I usually just stand off to the side and I fight Endermen because it's easier. I've been really enjoying Minecraft, and eventually I'll give you guys a little tour of my hardcore Minecraft world that I cheat in. And yeah, and I'll probably eventually start like a normal survival world, and I'll just give myself some like actual punishment if I die. My boyfriend suggested every time I die in Minecraft, my normal survival, I should force myself to do like an hour of working out, or like an equivalent to an hour, so like maybe 2 days of 30 minutes, something like that. Maybe I should talk about my crochet project a little bit, actually. So what I'm doing right now is making a top. I already have one of the like bra pieces, and then I also have, oh no, oh well. I also have this granny square, and then this is the other granny square that I started. I realize now that I was actually supposed to make a cup piece with this, because this yarn changes color kind of quickly, which is why this one is 2 different colors, and I have to time it right so that the bra pieces are 1 color, because if it's 2, it looks really weird. Trust me, I've done it before. I thought it would look cute, but it looks kind of funky. I don't know. I still like the top that I made with it. Anyway, I've already made a top in this color before, actually, but this one I'm going to be selling, or if I like it more, I'll just sell the other one. I was supposed to make a cup piece with this because it's a solid color, but I think it's fine because I still need to make 2 more granny squares, which means I have plenty of time to switch to a different color. Plus, this one and this one don't really match the greatest for cup colors. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was literally just me justifying cheating at Minecraft and sharing a seed that I really like with you, but it's all I can think about right now. I've also had to remind myself to actually like crochet things, because there's a heaping pile of yarn on my floor just because I really like buying yarn, and then I start projects and use up half the yarn, and then it all just sits in a mess in a bunch of plastic bags on my floor, which you can probably see in videos sometimes. I'm sorry. It's just yarn. I'm sorry. I have nowhere to put it. I hope you're enjoying this video. I know at least my friend Michael does. He has said to me before that he likes watching my crochet videos because they're a good thing to just put on in the background, which is what they're for. I want you to just listen to this in the background while you're doing something. You don't even have to look at this. I'm literally just crocheting. Although in case you do watch, I do set up a nice little ambient gay corner. I will see you next week probably. I hope you're staying creative and healthy and hydrated and stuff. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Good night.